Hello, welcome to a presentation on Yum. I'm your host, Gabriel Smith, and I'm going to show you how to install software in the Linux operating system. Make sure you watch this presentation in full screen mode and also be sure to subscribe to my channel. The scope of this presentation is to show new users how to install software in the Linux operating system. Now, this presentation is designed for the Centos and the Fedora distributions of Linux. Advanced users of Linux will probably find the information on this presentation kind of boring, but for entertainment sakes, you can stick around if you like. What's RPM? RPM stands for the Red Hat Package Manager. Over time, I think maybe Linux has become popular. As a result, many different flavors or distributions of Linux have become popular. So they changed the name to RPM Package Manager because it's not necessarily just installed on Red Hat. You can find it on all the other different flavors as well. But what is it? It's a simple tool that you can use to manage software on your system. The syntax for RPM is really intuitive. It's really simple to use. If you want to locate a package, you type RPM -Q and then the name of the package. Here's an example of that. I've typed RPM -Q HTTPD, and it's located the package, which is a package for Apache. If you want to verify that a package is installed, you type RPM -V, that's a capital V, for verify, and then the name of the package. And here's an example of that. You can see that it's confirmed that the configuration file for Apache is installed on my system. If you want to install a package, the syntax is really easy. RPM -I and then the package name. If you want to remove a package, it's RPM -E and the package name. Now, although the syntax is really simple and it appears that RPM is easy to use, it's not. It's really difficult to use, and now is a good time to discuss Yum. Yum stands for Yellow Dog Updater Modified, and basically it's a user-friendly interface to RPM. The syntax to Yum is as easy to use as the syntax to RPM. However, Yum is really user-friendly. It's really easy to use. And at any rate, so if you wanted to locate a package, you would type yum search and then the package name. Here's an example of that. I've typed yum search nmap, and it's located the package, and it gives me a brief summary, if you will, a description of what the package is. If I wanted to get more information about this package, I would use the syntax yum info and then the package name. So here I've typed yum info nmap, and it's given me more detailed information. Most of it I had to cut off, but maybe I'll try to do a walkthrough to show you what it would give later. But at any rate, it gives me the name, the architecture type for the package, the release date, the version, the size, the summary, and there's also a description which has been cut off here. To install a package, the syntax is really easy. You type yum install and then the name of the package. Here's an example of that. I've typed yum install and then the name of the package, which is nmap, and for the most part, most of the output here has been cut off, but this is kind of what it looks like. I'm not sure if my walkthrough will be clear on the screen, so you have this to look at as well. Okay, so now is a good time to talk about a repository. What's a repository? A repository is a storage location where you store software. A software repository is a storage location where you store software that you intend to install at a later time or on a different system. So in the context of Linux repositories, you're not actually storing the software on your system. What you're storing are the links to the software centers onto your system. Now, you can add more links or aka repositories at any time. In order to do that, you want to update you want to update the etc yum.conf file. And once you've done that, you'll probably also have to add additional files to the etc yum.repos.d directory. Now, the file that you put in that directory should contain basic information as to the name of the actual package, the URL of the package, as well as a key. Now, you would get this information when you actually get the repository information from the person who's providing it to you, or the site that's providing it to you. So this isn't necessarily something you make up on the fly, or something that you'd have to develop. But the software center or the software repository folks, or the people who are producing software, will actually give you this information to basically put in the file. They'll probably just give you the file itself. But at any rate, let's see if we can do a really quick walkthrough on installing Nmap. So let's first search for the software. And as you can see, it's returned the search, and it confirmed that it exists. So now that we know it exists, let's go ahead and get more information about it. Yum info Nmap. And this is what the output screen looks like. I'm not sure if you can actually see this, but you can see the description has quite a bit more information than I was able to provide in the screen. So if you want to install this, you would type yum install Nmap. And as you can see, it's given you kind of like a report, and it's showing you it's done a transactions check. And if there was additional dependencies it would have to install before it would install this, you would see this in this report. But in this case, there's no dependencies. So if we want to install this, we would just hit yes. Y for yes, I'm sorry. Okay, as you can see, the software is now installed. That concludes this presentation. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to see a more detailed presentation on Yum or RPM, please subscribe to my channel or send me an email at busy386@gmail.com. Thank you for your time.